a chance for Japan to medal twice in the team competition this morning in Shanghai. But first things first, let's go to the women's team gold medal match. And this will be a chance for the hometown fans to get excited because it's China taking on Colombia. Colombia, the third-seeded team, blanked Poland this week, then got a 4-set win over Mongolia before winning a shoot-off against Japan. So let's take a look at the three archers representing Colombia. And it's a strong contingent. Ana Maria Rendon, Natalia Sanchez, and Maira Alejandra Sepulveda from Colombia. Shooting here in soggy Shanghai, where the wind has died down. Just a little bit of a wisp of a wind blowing right now. Now the team from China, seeded first. What a week they've had. Had a 6-2 win over Kazakhstan, a 5-4 win over the Russian Federation, and then a 5-4 win over North Korea. And you can hear the crowd already, Crispin, getting fired up for this match.
Well, I hope they're fired up. I know that the Chinese take great pride in their sports teams, and we've got three great shooters here to show Team China, or show China that Team China is one of the best in the world.
CHENG Ming, FANG Yuting, and Jing. Three excellent archers taking on three very good ones from Colombia. Ana Maria Rendon, Natalia Sanchez, and Maira Alejandra Sepulveda. So final instructions from the judges. The crowd settling in. Eager anticipation here on the River Boulevard as we get set for the gold medal match. Once again, the world record, 231 points.
Unfortunately, the world record doesn't matter anymore because it is set play. So the world record is now archived and there forever.
So South Korea will be on the board forever.
Exactly. I've got a couple of those records myself, so I'm very happy that those records are staying put. Not world records, but records in Canada and various other places around the States.
China shooting first and shooting well. So a good start for China.
It's a very pink setup. She's just missing a pink sight. And pink gets the job done.
It works though.
Yeah, it does.
Whatever the color, that worked for Jing.
Here's a white setup.
So 2 9s and a 10.
So the interesting thing that I wanted to mention about Colombia is we've got three very strong shooters from Colombia here, but they're all wearing sunglasses, and that to me is a little surprising just because it's raining out. And because it's raining out, anybody who wears glasses on a regular basis will know that water sticks to lenses. And if you know the way light bends, if you have water and light going through water, it actually bends your image. So it'll be interesting to see how Colombia deals with that. Unless these lenses are making, that's way out to the right, unless these lenses are making everything brighter for them and making colors, pop and make everything sharper, the sunglasses could be a detriment to the archers. And they all started out right.
So far, they have not helped the team from Colombia.
Now, I won't credit that just to the sunglasses themselves. It could just be the way the practice field was in relation to this field. 8.
First time outside the yellow rings for China.
That's another 8. So another thing that's interesting on the field of play is once you see these archers get to full draw, any recurve archer knows that you have to get through the clicker to make the shot. But if you listen carefully, there's cameras going off.
This is FANG Yuting, 24 years old, a team silver medalist in London with a strong shot to finish off that set. I was going to say end. Excuse me.
So the reason why I mentioned the cameras is because those are clicking noises, and some archers get their adrenaline going and their awareness becomes a lot higher. And that's off screen.
Sepulveda, 18 years old.
I think they might have said 5 for that shot. We're just going to back out the camera here and see where it is.
There it is, down on the lower left portion of your screen.
And Miss Sanchez has removed her sunglasses. That's interesting.
So already discarding the sunglasses, as does Ana Maria Rendon.
So another thing that you have to remember when you're shooting through sunglasses is that because you're looking through a lens, that's a good shot. There we go.
Good decision.
Yes.
I can see clearly now.
The glasses are gone. But that's when you're looking through glasses and you look at them through an angle, you have something called refraction and diffraction. And light bends at different ways when you're looking through a lens sideways. If you're not looking through it directly at perpendicular at 90 degrees, then you're going to see a distorted image of what's downrange. Combined with the water that's on the lens could have made their sight picture very difficult to see, or in fact very different than what they were seeing before. So I think it was a good move on Team Colombia to put the sunglasses off the eyes, put it on top of the visors, and continue on.
Make the adjustments. And the only harm is they gave up 2 set points to China, so China takes a 2-0 lead. Not an insurmountable lead by any stretch of the imagination. Of course, we haven't mentioned the fact that if it's tied, we also go to a shoot-off.
That's right. So if each team gets 4 set points in 4 sets, so that would be considered a tie in regulation shooting. So that tie would go to the same tie break way that they've done it before, is each archer shoots 1 arrow at the middle, or hopefully at the middle, and
that's the idea.
Yeah, that is. And the team with the higher score wins. And if the score is tied, then the team with the single arrow closest to the center will take the match. Again, that's low left, so
Ms. Sepulveda, 18 years old.
That could be showing her showing how green she is on one of these field of plays, because once you start to get a little tight, or once you start to get a little nervous, sometimes...
Shoot low?
Pardon?
You shoot low?
Yeah, you can start shooting low left, especially on a right-handed recurve, because of your front arm. Suddenly your bow feels a little heavier, and your alignment starts to get a little off, so that's an 8, there it is, and you start to drop your bow arm diagonally low left on a right-handed shooter. And that's exactly what it's showing there. I had a little bit of that problem too. I'm not going to say I'm perfect. I had that problem in my matches here. But luckily, my bow weight was high enough, and I've had a little bit more experience than Ms. Sepulveda, that my low left arrows were 8s or 9s. So it's something that she's got to learn at this stage of competition.
Jing shooting now, 7th in the world rankings, and she fires up an 8. Young lady who earned the silver and a mixed team gold medal in Medellin last summer. Captured a team silver medal in London at the last Olympiad. And Cheng Ming, or excuse me, Fang Yuting. Now Cheng Ming.
Cheng Ming was second.
Oh, excuse me.
No, she was first. She was first. So watch the bow arm. Let's see if she does it. It dropped a little low left, but it was much after the shot, so that was a better shot. I think it's a great match to see here. The current World Cup team versus the next location's World Cup team, because the next location is going to be in Colombia. So it's kind of a face-off between the 2 stages.
Looking forward to Medellin next month. Rendon, who finished 16th in Beijing back in 2008. So a score 50 for Colombia here in this set.
It was a very quick shot, but it was a 10. So
no hesitation for Cheng Ming.
And it's a lot of time to give her teammates get up to the line and just do their shot.
I'm sure Zhu Jing and Fang Yuting appreciate that. Zhu Jing, who won a team bronze medal in Antalya 2 years ago. Nice shot right there.
I said that was a 10, but I think I saw it land in the 9.
Table is set for Fang Yuting, the 24-year-old. So very, very good shooting by China right now. And the host nation shooting well and taking a 4-0 lead in this match. But still an opportunity. And again, we get back to the set system, the beauty of it. Still an opportunity for the ladies from Colombia to get back into this, but they've got to do it one step at a time.
They need to outright win the next 2 sets in order to force the tie. If they tie with Colombia in a set, then the game is over. Sorry, if they tie with China in a set, then the game is over and China will win because it's a race to 5, not 6. So Colombia needs to win these next 2 sets.
If you're just joining us, in the women's bronze medal match, it was Japan knocking off North Korea 6-2. And coming up immediately after this women's gold medal match, we'll have the men's bronze and gold matches as well. And we'll see a team from Japan once again coming out trying to win some medals here in Shanghai. As Colombia trailing will shoot first. Maira Alejandra Sepulveda, who came close to medaling on Colombia's women's team in Medellin. They finished 6th. And she comes up with a score of 8. Natalia SANCHEZ, 30 years old, looking for her first World Cup medal.
That's an 8 just low. Colombia needs to start shooting golds
to put the pressure on China.
That's a strong shot. Yep, there it is.
RENDON.
I think she's shooting one of the higher bow weights of the women on the field of play. She's small.
What would you guess?
I asked her. So when I shot with her last month, she said that she's shooting 47 pounds. I know some men that shoot 47 pounds, but she's really pulling back hard on that string. So she's got one of the advantages on the field of play as having a higher bow weight for her class, which lets the arrow spend less time in the air.
Gets there faster.
Gets there faster. The string comes out of her fingers faster. So
less susceptible to the wind.
Exactly. So it's less susceptible to everything all around. Versus a lower bow weight. But, I mean, again, you have to be able to hold that back and control it. So no matter how high you put your bow weight, if you can't control the bow weight, that's a good shot.
Beautiful shot by FANG Yuting, the bronze medalist in Torino 3 years ago at the World Championships. Sepulveda trying to get dialed in. And low again.
Low left. That's an 8 or 7. That would be really close to call, but spotters are calling it an 8, and they probably have a better vantage point than we do.
Natalia SANCHEZ.
A little bit. She wasn't as clean off the string as I've seen her do before, so that would explain why that arrow's a little low.
And now the 2008 Pan Am champion, RENDON. Wide to the right.
So 51 points for that set for Colombia, and China has, well, China has a very good chance of tying right now.
And there's CHENG Ming, the gold medalist from Istanbul World Cup Finals in 2011. Appears to be on the line. Just caught it.
And there's 7 to win. There it is, yep.
I know we were trying to do the math in our minds.
Yeah.
Dangerous. So FANG Yuting.
And there's an 8, and China takes it.
8. So China wrapping up the gold medal in the women's team competition
in straight sets at that.
An impressive performance.
Well, I think Colombia will just have to take this and use it as fodder for the next team rounds that they'll face China in Medellin in about 3 weeks' time. But congratulations to Team China being able to do this on home turf, showing everybody what type of athletes we have on the field.
So a great performance in front of their fans here in Shanghai. Congratulations to Cheng Ming, Feng Yuting, and Zhu Jing, who were strong right from the get-go, won all 3 sets, and they blanked Colombia. 6-0 is the score in this women's team gold medal match.